How can you tell when someone is going to betray you or will betray you? Based on my experience, as I talked about it in many of my videos, I, in the past, have been betrayed countless times. I have been betrayed by people in, my circles of friends, people at work. I have been betrayed by relatives in my own family. I have been betrayed in my romantic life, of course. I want to say of course, but it's funny now I laugh about it. I have been betrayed in every shape or form you can ever imagine. You can possibly be betrayed. And I think that was the wound, I came onto this planet to heal and cure. Being betrayed, and therefore the trust issue that I had. The trust issues that I had were massive, and before I learned to deal with them, if you will, through spirituality and eventually spiritual awakening, my trust issues basically prevented me from entering new relationships, landing jobs that could have, yield better fruit, prevented me from giving people the benefit of the doubt, and so on and so forth. So I think that I am pretty well educated in how to know when someone is actually going to betray you and when someone might not betray you or has very little propensity for betrayal, if you will. And to cut to the chase, that is always related to their ego. When you entertain any kind of relationship, be it friendship, romantic, with your family, at work, or whatever, I think it behooves you to try and see if the people you interact with are governed by their ego. Try and see if they listen to their ego more than their heart and their brains. Try and see if they are led astray by their pride, their jealousy, their inability to love you unconditionally and be genuinely happy for you. Usually when you have someone like that in your life, you can bet your bottom dollar that one day or another they will either live your life abruptly without any explanation to you because their, for example, their jealousy will have taken over and they won't be able to be in the same room as you because they are so envious of you, so jealous of you, that they just don't know how to deal with it. And instead of acting hurtfully to you, they will leave. Some people will stay and will behave in the most abject way possible. And if you take it thinking that they will change or whatever, they will eventually betray you. But when you talk to someone, try and see if they, as I said in a previous video, can be genuinely happy for you. If they can't be genuinely happy for you, then it means that they are not honest with you. And not honest with themselves, but that is their problem. It's not yours to solve. Usually when they cannot be happy for you, it's because they listen to their ego that is telling them that your happiness is somehow a threat to their happiness and even existence. When you have a pseudo friend who is jealous that you are attracting more female or male gaze, it's because they are deeply insecure about themselves. And so they would love for you to not attract so much female or male gaze, for you to be a company to their insecurity. They want a companion in their misery, if you will. And if you choose consciously or unconsciously not to do that, but then again, why would you do that? They will, of course, wait for the right moment to stab you in the back. So that is, for, like I said, female or the male gaze. But of course, we know stories about, when money is involved. People will be jealous of the money that you have. And the minute you hit a problem or you lose a vast amount of money, bang, they leave you or they betray you, because the reason they were with you was just the money and not who you were. Because they were, again, listening to their ego that told them that anything and everything that matters in life is money. Material gain. Not realizing that while having money is an important thing for the freedom money gives you, it is in no way, shape, or form an end-all be-all. And when you have people like that, who are jealous of your success, for instance, whatever the success may be, you're a brilliant student, for instance, and your brother is jealous of you. You are your relationship with your significant other is beautiful. Like, it's just a perfect relationship. But somehow your pseudo friends can't be happy for you, right? They just can't. Why? Because they don't have that and they want that. And since they don't have it, they don't want you to have it. And so they will do anything they can to sabotage your relationship with your significant other. And if that is not betrayal, then I don't know what is. And when you realize that people are led by their ego, when you see through their machinations, if you will, then it behooves you to not even talk to them about it, but cut them off of your life. And I would say without any explanations. One might say, well, you should tell them for them to be better. It is not your job to help people when you don't want to help them. And it is definitely not your job to help people who either betray you or cannot be genuinely happy for you and have unconditional love for you, which will eventually down the line lead to betrayal. So that is how you can tell that someone will betray you. It is when they listen to their ego, they are a slave to their ego, and they cannot, for the life of them, tell their ego, their pride, their jealousy, their anger, their bitterness, whatever it may be, to shut up and listen to their heart and try to understand why a good windfall or a happy ending, or, something that ends happily, an achievement of yours can also benefit them, in that if they truly, genuinely, unconditionally love you, your happiness will also be theirs. But for people who are eaten up by ego that feeds them lie after lie after lie, that understanding is unreachable. And if it is reachable down the line, it is not your job to accompany them, putting yourself in danger of being betrayed by them. So I hope I do not come across as too rough in this video. But that is how, after having been betrayed countless times, I have managed to put the finger on the telltale sign in someone who is inclined to betray me. And ever since that moment of realization, I cut them off of my life without any explanation. I do not owe them any explanation. Just like, because if they had betrayed me, they wouldn't have given a you-know-what about betraying me. So why should I be there, the Good Samaritan, and try to tell them, listen, you shouldn't be jealous of me. Listen, you shouldn't, be bitter that this happened to me and not to you. And it's not my place, not my job. Even if, live to be 100, life is short. And as far as people are concerned, if they don't mean much to you, and if they have a propensity to betray you, and you know that, deep down inside you know that they will, then, leave them be, let them go, and think about you and yourself first. Try to protect yourself from ill-intentioned people. Whether they are ill-intentioned because they want to hurt you or because they are a slave to their ego is not your problem. The only reason why that is interesting to recognize is because it gives you fuel to your decision to cut them off of your life. And that is what I wanted to talk about in this video. When people listen to their ego too much, they cannot be genuinely happy for you. And down the line, they will betray you. So stick to people who are genuinely happy for you, they don't have to have gone through a spiritual awakening, just have learned, stick to people who just have learned to put their ego aside, from time to time, and listen to their heart. And I think you'll be the better off doing that.